students, welcome to Vidya Myriad. This video is made for class 7 on chapter number 7, congruence of triangles, and today we are going to do exercise 7.2 from NCERT. Now before we do this exercise, there are certain criteria which you need to know, that on the basis of which we will make the triangles congruent. The number 1, it is SSS, which is side, side, side. When all the three sides of one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides of the another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. Number 2, it is SAS, or we call it as side angle side, which means there will be two sides and the angle included in between those two sides. When they are equal to the corresponding sides and the angle including between the other two triangles, then the triangles are congruent. Third one is ASA, that is angle side angle. That means there are two angles and including one side of that triangle equal to the two corresponding angles and the including side of the another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. And the last criteria, that is the fourth criteria, which is known as RHS, which is known as right angle, hypotenuse and sides. What is right angle? That is one angle is 90 degrees, H is the hypotenuse, and any one side of a triangle, if they are equal and congruent, then the triangles are congruent. Therefore, RHS criteria, there has to be 190 degree, there has to be one hypotenuse compulsorily, and any of the other side remaining. If they become equal and congruent, only then you can apply this rule. Now using all these four criteria, we are going to solve this exercise 7.2. So just remember the four criteria: SSS, SAS, ASA and RS. Question number 1. Which congruence criterion do you use in the following questions? Now there are four parts given to you, A, B, C, D. Looking into the figure and looking into the answers given to you in the congruency, we will decide which criteria is best suiting here. A part. If you look here, you are given all the three sides. When you have three sides, it means the triangles are congruent using SSS rule. B part. In B part, you have two sides and there is one angle including their angle R and angle Z. So by seeing that, the criteria holds true for SAS. C part. In this, if you see, there are two angles and one side. That means there are two angles. If you look at the figure M and L, there is a side included ML, which means it is ASA criteria. And in the last part, if you look at the figure, there is 190 degree with you, there is one hypotenuse with you, and there is one side with you. So whenever you have 90 degrees and a hypotenuse, you will use the criteria of RHS. Question number 2. You want to show that triangle ART is congruent to triangle PEN. A part. If you have to use SSS criteria, then you need to show AR is equal to, AR will exactly match the different figure PE. That is the same thing. So AR will be equal to PE, RT will be equal to EN, and AT will be equal to PN. Now, if it is given to you that angle T is equal to angle N and you have to use criteria SAS. Now, just look at T. If I look at T and I have to use SAS, means side angle side, that means AT and RT should be the side and T is the angle formed. So, it means that RT will be equal to EN and PN will be equal to AT. C part. If it is given that AT is equal to PN, side is given to you and you have to use the criteria ASA, which means if I look at the side AT, the angle should be A and the other angle should be T, and AT is the side included that. So ASA. So that means angle A will be equal to angle P and angle T will be equal to angle N. Question number 3. You have to show that triangles AMP is congruent to triangle AMQ. In the following proofs, supply the missing reasons. Now, answers are given to you, steps are given. You have to give the reason why they are equal. Now, here you are given PM is equal to QN. It is already given to us in the figure. If you see, there are two lines marked on it. Angle PMA is equal to angle QMA. That is also given to us. Angles are marked. AM is equal to AM. What is AM is equal to AM? It is common in both the triangles. So we will write down as common. Now triangles are congruent as per which rule? You have one side AM, you have angle AMP, you have another side MP. That means side angle side, which means SAS rule will apply here. Question number 4. In triangle ABC, angle A is 30, B is 40, C is 110. And in triangle PQR, P is 30, Q is 40 and R is 110. A student says that triangles are congruent by AA criteria. Is he justified? Why or why not? No. He is wrong in saying that the triangles are congruent by AA criteria, as there is no such criteria that will make the two triangles congruent. Your angles can be equal, but the length or the measurement of the sides can differ, which will prove that the triangles will not be congruent. If suppose I take AB as 3 centimeters and PQ is 5 centimeters, I take BC as 4 centimeters, I can take QR as 2 centimeters. That means the length may vary in both the triangles. Even if the angles are same, triangles cannot be congruent. Question number 5. In the figure, the two triangles are congruent. The corresponding parts are marked. We can write triangle RAT is congruent too. So let us see RAT. The congruent parts are already marked over here. If you see here, there are 3 angles marked and there are 2 sides given to us equal. So when there are 2 sides equal, we need to take the angle including those sides. So if you look RA and AT as the sides given to you equal, so I can only take angle A in between them to make the both triangles congruent. Other parts I can ignore, which means that AT is equal to ON, which is given to us. AR is also equal to OW given. Angle A will be equal to angle O given. So we are taking angle A. We have not taken angle R. We have not taken angle T, because our criteria, there are 4 criteria which we need to look into it. So using those criteria, I can follow SAS rule in this to make the two triangles congruent, which means triangle RAT is congruent to triangle WON by SAS. Question number 6. Complete the congruent statement. Now here there are 2 figures given with so many parts they have marked which are equal to one another. So which means that we can find out various ways to sort out a question. Now if you look at triangle BCA and triangle BTA, your criteria can be so many. If you say angle C is equal to angle T, that means one angle is there. Your BC is equal to BT, that is side is given to us. So angle CBA will be equal to angle TBA. So if you see C, BC and B, that becomes your angle side angle, that is ASA, the triangles makes the congruency. Or you can also use the criteria of SAS criteria. That means you have BC is your side, that is given to you. You have CBA angle given to you. Even BA is common in between them, so you can use that criteria. Or you can take BC as the side equal to BT, angle C will be equal to angle T, your CA is equal to AT, so side angle side. So there are so many ways by which you can make the triangles congruent, but see that you make the proper pair for that and name properly. Same way, in the second part, there are 2 triangles PQT and QRS. So if you look at the both triangles, you have 3 sides given to you, you have 3 angles given to you. When you have so many options, you can choose so many criterias. Now first one I am explaining as RS is equal to PQ, that is the side. Your QS is also equal to TQ, that is also the side. And I have taken angle RSQ equal to angle PQT, that is the angle given to you, that is equal. So you have side angle side, which is making the triangles congruent. Or You can also use the side or SSS criteria also to make the both triangles congruent, as you are already given that all the three sides are equal. You can also choose ASA criteria also. So whatever criteria you choose as per the question, please pair it properly accordingly, and then you can decide which criteria holds true to make those two triangles congruent. Question number 5. In a square sheet, draw two triangles of equal area such that the triangles are congruent and the triangles are not congruent. So I have made a triangle ABC and DEF which are congruent by sides. AB is equal to DE, your BC is equal to EF, your AC is equal to DF. All the sides are equal. So by equating as equation 1, 2 and 3 and add them all together, you will say that the perimeter of triangle ABC will be equal to the perimeter of triangle DEF. But if your triangles are not congruent, that means they are of different size, different length, then in that case your AB will not be equal to PQ, your BC will be also not equal to QR, your AC is not equal to PR. Add all the sides together, definitely the perimeter of triangle ABC will not be equal to the perimeter of triangle PQR. So thus, if the triangles are not congruent, the perimeter will also be not equal. Question number 8. Draw a rough sketch of two triangles such that they have 5 pairs of congruent band, but still the triangles are not congruent. Now here I have taken the triangles PQR and STU, and 5 pairs I have made them equal, but still if you see, their figures are totally different and thus they are not holding any criteria true for each other, and thus the triangles are not congruent. Question number 9. If triangle ABC and PQR are to be congruent, name one additional pair of corresponding parts. Write criteria that did you use. What is the criteria now? Now if you look over the triangle ABC and PRQ, you have angle B equal to angle Q, which is given to you. You have angle C equal to angle R. Now two angles are there, which means if I want to make my two triangles congruent, my BC should be equal to RQ by using ASA criteria, that is angle side angle. So the additional pair to make the two triangles congruent should be BC equal to QR. Next question. Explain why triangle ABC is congruent to triangle FED. If you look at the figure, you have two angles and a side, which means if you find out the criteria, it is becoming AAS. But we have not studied AAS so far. So this we need to find out which is the other criteria from the learned 4 criteria to make the two triangles congruent. You have angle B and angle E equal. You have angle A is equal to angle F. That means angle C and angle D will also be equal. If two angles of a triangle are equal, then third angle will also be equal using angle sum property, which means angle C will be equal to angle D. If I have done it like this, it means you have angle B is equal to E, angle. You have BC is equal to DE, side. So C is also equal to D, angle, side, angle. So by ASA criteria, triangles are congruent. That's all for this exercise 7.2 children. I hope you have understood. Please focus on the 4 criteria which we have discussed in the beginning. SSS criteria, SAS, ASA and RHS. This exercise is totally based on all these 4 criteria. You should know this. If you are given equal parts and equal angles or equal sides, you must find out which criteria you are using. So you need to pair your sides or angles accordingly. That's all for this. Thank you very much for watching the video till the end, children. See you soon in the next video. Take care. Goodbye. Have a great day ahead.